Okay, here we are again. This is like a continuation of the wiring thing for this car. And these guys at Syntec Wiring, they give you this big kit. And it's got the ignition system wire, and it's got headlamp dimmer thingamajig, and turn signal wiring, and all this stuff. Big box of stuff. Well, their dimmer switch. The camera quit on me. The dimmer switch, which they give me in here, it mounts on the floor, and the connection and stuff is above. If I was going to put this in my car, I'd have to, run it up through the hole and figure out a mount for it, and yada yada yada. And it's a crummier switch than what I got in the car. So this is what was in the car initially. Still works fine. Actually, I think it works better than the new one. But anyway, what I was going to say was, in this Syntec kit, they give you a whole bunch of bags. And each bag is sort of separate. This is the rear harness, and it includes the headlight dimmer, and here's a turn signal wiring thing, blah blah blah. Okay, well, each one of these things comes with its own little diagram. This is the diagram that came with the fuse panel. Okay, well, this is the diagram for the headlamp switch wire harness, and as you can see, there ain't no headlamps in here. Okay, so but in the directions, if you read the directions here, you find out down here in step 5 or so, the DIMSW wire is the thing that eventually powers your headlights. What it does is it goes down to the dim switch, and then depending on which way you got this thing pushed, it goes out either to the brights or the dims. So to figure that out, that just like that one little thing, you've got to look here, and you don't find anything because this doesn't have all the circuits on it. I mean, it doesn't show you where anything goes, right? And you go here, and this is one of. Here's another one, this is another. What is this? This is the steering column wiring harness thing, which alludes to, some of the lighting, which you'd think would be something to do with the headlights and whatnot. And here's another one with the starter thing. This is the external ignition switch thing. And then here's another circuit, and this has got something to do with the dimmer switch harness. Is that showing you anything how to hook up a dimmer switch? It's not very straightforward. This turns out to be the entire, what they call the quick reference wiring. This turns out to be every wire in the kit is called out on here, but the labels are like fuse panel AG term is the source, and destination is all gauges I post. Well, that's not very explanatory. So, yeah, what I'm saying is these Syntec guys, if you get the kit, I'm a freaking college graduate, and I studied and have wired up stuff for a long time, TVs and radios and all this kind of good stuff, and I would not recommend getting this kit as a way to help you wire your car. I think you need a different kit. I don't know, I've never had another wiring kit. I wired my whole car. I wired this thing here, and it worked fine, you know, it ran fine. It just looked like underneath the dash was a rat's nest. Well, it's looking a little better here. I don't know if you can, I can't see, I don't know what you're seeing here, but yeah, well, I guess the bottom line is I struggled. I got a lot wired. I got my ignition switch going, you know, and it works, and it'll start the engine, and I got the stinking turn signals and the brake lights all wired up good using some of my old stuff, my old wiring harness plug for the column, and all I had to do was hook up 2 new wires through the fuse panel for it. So it's moving right along, but it ain't going fast, I'll tell you that.